What is going on, guys? It's currently fucking 40 degrees. It is hot. I thought I'd do a bike review. I've had this bike for about 8 weeks now, 10 weeks, maybe more. And I am pretty happy with it. It's a 1996 RVF 400. It is LAMS approved, meaning if you are new to riding and you are on your learners, you are legally allowed to ride this bike, which is great because there is not a lot of, or there is actually, sorry, there is a lot of bikes that you can ride. There's a lot of 300s, like you've got the Yamaha R3 now, the Yamaha R15, the Kawasaki Ninja 300, you got the KTM RC 390, and I believe they're your main competitors in your LAMS approved bike. That seems to be what everyone goes to. Then I tried to look up these bikes, the RVF 400, and I found a couple of videos. I think Riding with Tom has one on his mate's Repsol skinned RVF 400, and then Moto Frogger's review. I believe he's passed away, rest in peace, mate. Now, things that I wanted to know about the bike was, what's it like on fuel? It's pretty good on fuel, man. This has a different tank to the actual standard RVF 400s. This is a different fuel tank on this bike, so it may vary a bit. And also the gearing, it's geared down, so there is more bottom end rather than your top end speed, so which will also make your fuel consumption more, I believe, because it's revving at a higher RPM. That's what I would assume. If I'm wrong, then tell me I'm a fucking idiot, but that's what I think. Now, I get about 160 to 200 kilometers for a tank of fuel, which costs me about anywhere between $10 and $12 to fill this thing up. Now, another thing that I wanted to know about was how fast is it? When the speedometer worked, I didn't have it past here, but you know what I mean. I had it past the 180 in a safe environment. Don't do it on the road because it's silly. Its top speed would be like 190 to 205 kilometers an hour, maybe. So that's where I think the top speed's at. Also, keep in mind, man, I'm probably a bit heavier than most of you guys, than some of you guys. Anyway, I'm 5'9" or 5'8", and I weigh 90 kilos now. So I am a bit fat for this bike. And another question I wanted to know was, what's it like on the highway, and does it have the power there? If you're on a freeway and you're doing 110, you're doing 105, 107 kilometers an hour, can you pop out into the right lane and overtake a car? Now the answer is fucking yes. Yes, you can. No worries at all. You can fucking be sitting on 100 and 105 and you could just be like bang and you're gone. Obviously it's not going to be the same as an R6 or a CBR 600 or a CBR 1000. Like, obviously this is only a little 400, guys. It's not going to be the same as that, but it does have some snot there. You are not going to be sitting next to a car and being like, oh, I can't pass him, I've got no more power on my bike, that's it. There's plenty of power there to overtake. Another thing that I wanted to know was, what's the 0 to 100 speed? Keep in mind, I have never done a proper start on this bike, so this will be my first ever time. So that is 0 to 100 on an RVF 400. Of course, if I actually practiced, instead of just being a scrub and just go out and do it on my first attempt, I could probably get it down a bit faster. But that gives you a rough idea. Another thing good about this bike is its rider positioning. Now, the other 300s have a more upright position. Your clip-on bars are not there. You have these bars that sit over the top of your triple clamp there, this part here. And it's a much more upright riding position. This bike has your clip-ons. It's almost like a sport bike position, man. Like you're leant over, like it's the closest you're going to get to a sport bike. Now keep in mind, when you're buying this bike, you are buying an old bike. It is 20 years old. There is going to be some issues with the bike, no matter what. You might get lucky, you might buy one that has no issues at all. This bike here, it's pretty amazing. It uses a little bit of oil. I have to top the oil up every now and then. And the speedo doesn't work. But you got to expect some issues, man. And you're not going to find one with low kilometers. And if you do, it's more than likely been wound back. Let's be honest, guys, it's probably been wound back. If you find one that's got 5,000 Ks or 10,000 Ks, it's probably been wound back. Now, that's okay. My bike, this one here, I don't believe it's been wound back. It has about 42,000 Ks on it, and she's going strong. She's a weapon. She starts no problem at all. Not an issue in the world. Cold, hot, fucking snow, rain. Well, it doesn't snow here, but you get what I'm saying. It has no issue starting. This bike was way ahead of its time. It has upside down forks, double disc brakes on the front, and its brakes are reasonable. I haven't ridden another sport bike, but compared to my motocross bikes, they're a bit spongy. I would like them to be just a bit firmer, but overall they're pretty good. Another thing that you cannot get with these other 300s is the sound. Now you can put a fucking Acropovic on it, you can put a Yoshimura fucking exhaust system on your 300. It's still gonna sound like a 300. No matter what you do to that bike, people are gonna know it's a 300. They sound like a scooter that's just taken fucking steroids, and that's what they sound like. They sound like a scooter to me. I do not like the sound of them at all. And to me, sound is fucking 90% of your enjoyment. No, not 90. 70% of your enjoyment. When you've got a nice sounding bike, it puts a smile on your dial. So this bike will trick people into thinking it's a bit more than a 400 by the sound. A few people have been like, oh yeah, is that a Ducati? And I'm like, I fucking wish it was a Ducati. No, it's a little RVF 400, man, Honda RVF 400. And when people ask if it's a Ducati, man, it puts a fucking smile on my face. I'm just like, yeah, that's right, you think it's a Ducati. She's sexy. Another good thing that I don't think anybody's ever actually talked about is the chain adjustment on this bike, man. It is fucking awesome. There's a little disc on the back wheel, and you loosen a nut, and you literally just knock it with like a chisel, not a chisel, like a punch, and you knock it tight, and that's it. It's very, very simple, very user friendly, and I love it. Right now we're at the Mount Tarrangala lookout in Malden, Victoria. go up here. I am terrified of heights though, man. Look at these old rickety wooden steps, man. Fucking hate heights. And this is Malden, guys. Little tiny country town. It's a pretty cool little place. So this is the Steed, mate. This is the two-wheel Bandit machine right here. They look alright, like for a 1996 model. I think they look pretty good. Obviously this has the Tiger fairing kit on it, the RCV 211 kit, or for the NC29. You can see here the dual rotors here. Another thing about this bike, guys, it is very, very agile. You can just bounce it in and out, no worries at all. So it's great for learners in that respect because it's light. You don't have to worry about falling over or the bike's too heavy and you can't hold it up. You go around the corner, you can't push the corner in because your bike's just pushing you forward. It's very, very light, it's very agile, and it's good. It's a great bike to learn on. That's it, love. Just pull out in front of me. Another thing that I really wanted to know about was what's the bike like getting parts. Now, I haven't had to get any parts for this bike as of yet. However, I have found a website that has every single part to the bike, literally every single part, and they are all listed under different categories and they all have a part number there. So the link to this website will be in the description. So even if you do have this bike and you haven't found this website yet, you can use that website and that's where you get your parts from, or that's where you can get your part number and you can go into your local motocross store or motorbike store, and you can buy that part. Like, they can research the number and they can order the part in for you. So that should be very helpful. I know I'm going to use it to get my oil filter to do my oil change. If you're new to riding, guys, you're thinking about getting into riding, thinking about buying a motorcycle for your first time ever, and you've got to follow the Lamb's laws, this is a good bike. It ticks all the boxes that you want when you're learning. It sounds good, it goes pretty good, it's got decent brakes. What more do you want? It's got upside down suspension, man. Like, it's comfortable to ride on these roads. These roads around here are so rough, but man, it's still comfortable. Sometimes you might hit a few bumps here and there and you're like, oh, that hurts, but man, you're on a road bike. It's gonna happen on any bike, no matter how old or fucking how new it is, man. So I think that's gonna wrap up our video for today, mate. Let me know what you guys think. If you want more review videos, leave a comment below. All the feedback is greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on Instagram or follow me on Snapchat, my Instagram is Stocksy_, and my Snapchat is Stocksy129. If you want to subscribe, that's cool too. I will be doing about 2 videos a week. Sunday and Mondays I will be releasing videos. So that's it, guys. Catch you later.